Welcome back to Arsenal News TV, and today we are going to look at the 4 latest Arsenal news. The first Arsenal news is that The Independent has confirmed an exclusive Arsenal update, as they confirm people are now trying to get Arsenal to complete the signing of World Cup Spain international and FC Barcelona attacker Ansu Fati. He's a record breaker. Some intermediaries are looking into the idea of getting Ansu Fati a move to Arsenal. The Spanish attacker isn't having the best of times at Barcelona recently, and there is some chatter about the winger leaving Camp Nou this summer. Agents are looking into potential landing spots for Fati, and, according to The Independent, there have been initial discussions about getting the amazing Barcelona player to the Emirates. It's no surprise to hear that Fati's people are trying to get him to Arsenal. After all, North London has been the perfect spot for young wingers to grow and flourish. Indeed, after seeing the work Mikel Arteta has done with both Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Martinelli, it's no shock to see that Fati wants to go through the same journey. Fati may not be doing too well lately, but let's not forget what a prodigious talent this young man is. He remains the youngest ever goalscorer for Barcelona in La Liga, and he's also a fully-fledged Spain international. Arsenal do have a knack of getting the best out of these teenage prodigies after their careers went off path. Just look at how Martin Odegaard has recovered since joining Arsenal. Fati may be keen on Arsenal, but there's no saying that this move will go ahead. Indeed, this report also states that Arsenal are yet to bite on this potential deal, and, in all honesty, we can understand why there is some hesitancy on the Gunners' end. With Saka and Martinelli already at the club, the Gunners don't need any more young wingers, especially as Leandro Trossard and Emile Smith-Rowe are already in the squad too. This is a potential avenue that Arsenal could explore, but, right now, there's not too much interest on the Gunners' end. The second Arsenal news is that The Athletic has confirmed an exclusive Arsenal update, as they confirm Arsenal on alert to complete the signing of World Cup Spain international and Real Madrid attacker Marco Asensio. He has 17 trophy wins and has rejected final contract offer. It isn't often that players with experience at the highest levels of the game come onto the market for free, but that's precisely the situation with one Real Madrid star that has won an incredible 17 trophies in his time at the Spanish Giants. The Spanish winger has enjoyed a hugely successful spell at the La Liga Giants but is approaching the end of his chapter at the club, with no transfer fee to speak of. The player in question clearly becomes a hugely attractive proposition to any interested parties. How Los Blancos have let things get to this point for Marco Asensio isn't clear, but the 27-year-old has declined their final offer of a new contract and will leave the club in the summer, according to The Athletic. For a player in his supposed peak years, that's unforgivable for a club such as Real, but it suggests that they have other players in mind for Asensio's position. The Spaniard hasn't been a regular starter for the side for some while now, but their loss could well be Arsenal's gain. He signed for Madrid in 2014 from Mallorca and was sent back there on loan, before heading to Espanyol for the 2015-16 campaign. Upon his return, Asensio started and scored on his Madrid debut in their 3-2 Super Cup victory over Sevilla, the first of 16 trophies he would win at the club. 3 of those have come as La Liga titles, with the Spanish international also collecting a hat-trick of Champions Leagues. In 285 appearances for Madrid, Asensio has scored 61 goals and assisted another 32 across all competitions. He has been a reliable asset at one of the world's biggest clubs for the past 7 years, but is now set to prove himself elsewhere. Back in March, The Sun reported that the Gunners had held transfer talks with the player, albeit there was a belief at that point that he would prefer a move to Barcelona. Given the Catalan outfit's apparent financial issues, such a switch would appear unlikely, leaving Mikel Arteta in the box seat to make a move. Asensio's skill set and incredible accuracy when shooting would be a huge asset for the Gunners, and it remains to be seen if any deal can be sealed. The third Arsenal news is that Fabrizio Romano has confirmed an exclusive Arsenal update, as he confirms Arsenal are close with £28 million players' agents to complete the signing of World Cup Portugal international and Man City defender Joao Cancelo. Arteta wants him signed. Arsenal have a good relationship with Joao Cancelo's agents amid rumours Mikel Arteta wants the Portuguese fullback signed for Arsenal. Cancelo joined the Citizens in 2019 and went on to play a major role in title wins during the 2020-2021 and 2021-2022 campaigns. He also impressed before the World Cup this season under Pep Guardiola, before seemingly falling out with Spaniard over a lack of game time and joining Bayern Munich on loan in January. It was reported last week by 90 Minutes that Arteta thinks that Cancelo would be perfect for Arsenal, while The Telegraph have also named him as a transfer target for the Gunners heading into the summer. Arsenal may well have an edge in this race, as, according to Fabrizio Romano speaking on the House of Champions podcast, the Gunners have a strong relationship with the player's agent already. Romano shared what he knows about the £28 million player. On Cancelo, what I think happened is that Arsenal have a good relationship with his agents, so with the conversations they are having, Cancelo is one of the names they discussed. It's not clear what will happen with Cancelo yet. Tuchel said that they have to speak at the end of the season. The conversation between Bayern and Man City will be crucial, Romano said. Arsenal may be close to Cancelo's agents, but this will still be a difficult deal to do. Indeed, the Gunners may well be able to agree a deal on the player's side, but doing a deal with Manchester City may prove to be very difficult. City will not be in any rush to make Arsenal stronger. They made that mistake last summer with Alexander Zinchenko and Gabriel Jesus, and it almost cost them the title this season. Of course, City have now won the league, but it has been a struggle against Mikel Arteta's side, and they won't want to make the challenge any harder by sending Cancelo to the Emirates next season. The final Arsenal news is that Fabrizio Romano has confirmed another exclusive Arsenal update, as he confirms Arsenal could go to complete the signing of France international and Bayer Leverkusen attacker Moussa Diaby. He is even faster than Osimhen. There is a concrete possibility that Arsenal go for Moussa Diaby this summer. That is according to Fabrizio Romano, who has stated on the Here We Go podcast that Diaby could well be a target for the North London club. The French winger was, of course, linked to Arsenal over the summer, but there has been no real noise on that front for quite some time. However, Romano now says that Diaby could be someone the Gunners look at as they are keen to strengthen their right flank. Romano shared what he knows about Diaby. I think this could be more about wingers. It's not clear what their strategy will be yet. It depends on the budget. If they spend big money on Declan Rice, big money on another midfielder, money on a centre-back, we will see. There is a concrete possibility that they will continue to track and follow the situation of Moussa Diaby at Bayer Leverkusen, but it is not advanced or close at this moment honestly. Romano said, if Arsenal can pull this deal off, they could have one of the most frightening stables of wingers we've ever seen. We all know just how good Gabriel Martinelli and Bukayo Saka are as starters, but Leandro Trossard and Diaby as backups is truly incredible. Trossard has been one of the Premier League's best attackers this term, while Diaby has been lighting up the Bundesliga in his own right. Indeed, he's grabbed 9 goals and 8 assists so far this season as his blistering pace has scared defences to death. According to the Speeds database, Diaby is one of the quickest players in Europe, with his top speed clocking in quicker than the likes of Erling Haaland and Victor Osimhen. This would be a very exciting signing if Arsenal could get it done. Do you know the Arsenal news on Declan Rice? You will enjoy this video on your screen too.